They're really trying to push the invite somebody, I guess. Let me get y'all hooked up here. Got my timer going for my plant light. Got my seeds going. So I cooked my turkey yesterday. So I don't have time to cool and go in the thing. Oh, let me get this. Sorry. Plug down here. Let's see if that works a little. Oh, come on. Sorry, y'all. I had this all set up. All right. All right. What the heck? What in the heck is going on here? All right, Chihuahua. Chat. Remember to guard your. Oh, what the heck? Lighting. Ring light on. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? All right. Maybe I should have tightened up before I said that again. Oh my gosh. All right. Let me go switch my seed light on my seedlings. I haven't seen any signs of anything yet, but I will admit I've not been terribly vigilant on the lights going or now. Kind of depended on Chris to help me, and he just forgot the timer the other day. So what have I got going here? I've got some turkey grease that I skimmed off the top of the pan. I've got some green beans going. Unfortunately, they're not green beans from the garden. I'm just gonna make a quick gravy. Um, my buddy Lulu says she always has a problem with lumpy gravy. I told her she needs a whisk. Let me get you over here. Let me get you over here. Get you up close and personal here with the pan. Try not to burn any cords while I'm at it. Let me tell you that turkey grease is really smelling good. Come on now. There we go. Hope everyone's having a great day. Man, I tell you, I'm on the struggle bus for getting on track after the holidays. But I'm gonna guess I'm not the only one. This is a whole wheat flour, and so you just want to bring your flour in, and you'll see you've got it. You don't want it too hot. Actually, I have mine on low. I need to turn it up to like a medium because we want to toast the flour and grease a little bit. But you can see it's already smooth. So we've already conquered that. Now the problem comes in adding the liquid later on. I don't know what I'm gonna add because I haven't gotten any of my good turkey juice yet. But I'll harvest that in a minute. Howdy, y'all. Hey. How y'all been? Good to see y'all. Hey, Street Cats fan. Good to see you. Yeah, you can have some. Always room at my table. Hello, Anastasia. Nice to see you. Hello, Colleen. How are you doing? How you doing? I can relate to your hair thing because yeah, I've done the. I've actually had good experience with cutting schools, but I had an experience. This is so funny. So I went to a store and what was it, like Great Clips or something? It was an older woman that cut my hair, but I thought she would be kind of up on current trends or whatever. So I asked her for like a long modern shag, and what she gave me was this. She gave me this was 19. This was already in the 2000s, and she gave me the Florence Henderson haircut from the Brady. Oh my gosh, I just laughed. I just laughed. What can you do? So I bought some cute little hair clips and I just clipped my hair back, um, kind of in the front and on the sides. So, because like a little pixie cut kind of bob like that, I think I look like the guy on the Quaker Oats box. But I never sweat it. You know, it grows out. Yeah. Opportunity to take the time to decide what kind of cut do you really want. But kind of laughed at what was that movie? It was Michael Caine, and I forget the young woman's name. So this is a secret to the not having lumpy gravy. Just add a little bit of liquid at a time. I'm adding milk. Then I'm going to add some of my turkey juice. And if it's too hot, it'll lump faster. So you have to stir faster. So a lot of times, if it's too hot, I'll just take it off the burner to do this part. And you can see it's already thickening and getting lumpy again. So it's all about stir, 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 mash, mash, mash. I want some of this turkey juice over here that I've exposed. Turkey jello, turkey gelatin. I use turkey fat to start. If you don't have turkey fat, you can always use the butter and flour. Okay. See how it got lumpy again? I've got it on low, so I've got to hurry up. Uh-oh, I may have lumped it. This is whole wheat, so I think it takes a little more vigorous beating. Get the beatings begin. All right. Try and get all of it down towards the bottom. Sorry, y'all. Penguins are getting mad. Okay. So I got it smooth again. Just gonna add more milk at this point. And then I'm gonna turn this off because I don't need that much gravy. I'm just making gravy to heat up to heat the meat, actually. Because once I get this done, I'm gonna lay the meat in there. Slice it up. It'll be easier and making it tastier. All right. So it's all smooth. So now we just gotta get to the point where we thicken it up again. Oh, make sure you get the sides really good though. I think this whole wheat and does whole wheat have a little more gluten in it or something? I think it does. We used to make fake soy meat with not soy, but it was a gluten meat where you'd take flour and you would just soak it in water until it became this big lump. And then you would wash it, soak it, wash it, soak it, wash it, soak it several times until you end up with this mass of blobby mass. Then you could add vegetarian meat-like seasoning to it to make it taste like real meat. That's basically, I don't, I don't even remember if I ever tasted it. If I did, it would have probably been in something like spaghetti or something. All right, I'm gonna look at chat here in a minute now that I got this. Well, I need to cut my turkey. But I like a lot of pepper in my gravy. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, that's on a very coarse grind. Get that binder, maybe. Oh no. Let me get my knife here. See if this one will cut some nice. No, I know. Let me get a serrated fillet knife. All right, so here we go. I dug in. I had a sandwich or two. Um, I had a late snack last night. Then I had some for lunch today too. I just don't want to clean the carcass today. Probably clean the carcass tomorrow. Pull all the meat. Probably go ahead and do the broth tomorrow too. I can put it in my Instapot and let it go. Because I always do something. I make broth out of the carcass. Always. Always. It's a whole nother meal for us. But yeah, I always keep these turkeys because they're 88 cents a pound. You can't beat it. You got lunch meat. I have a container in my, it's about as big as a piece of loaf of bread, but deeper. And I have two of those in one of my fridge freezers. And I fill one with ham and I keep one filled with turkey. That's what I do. Because you buy a half ham and a whole turkey, pretty much set for a lot of meals. But I like to keep them stocked in my freezer. And it makes for quick, easy meals too. All right. So I'm just gonna let those turkeys soak. I need to test it for salt. That's I may need another slice because Chris takes his lunch every day. When I worked, I took my lunch every day because we saved a ton of money doing that. I used to love when my coworkers would come by and they'd be holding their Burger King lunch and say, "How do you how do you get to go on vacations?" Mm, yeah, I don't go to Burger King for lunch. Don't get me wrong. There are times when I do eat out, but not often. It's rare. Save a lot of our eating out for when we're on vacation. It's an excuse. I used to go on vacation and feel guilty, and so we get like a condo or a suite, and I would cook. We still do that every now and then, but hey, I've been doing that for so many years that you know, Sometimes it's nice to give yourself a break and enjoy things. All right. So the turkey's good. That's enough for dinner for two of us and a lunch tomorrow. And kind of, I have a lot of cans of green beans. I didn't know we'd have such a great season. So I'm gonna turn this off actually. The gravy's done. Just need to taste it. I just did canned beans. But I went to a Mexican restaurant once and they had a lot of onion in the green beans, and man, was it good. So that's what I've been doing lately. Hmm, that is perfect. Probably use some more pepper, a little bit more thickening, which it will when it as it cools too. So yeah, turkey looks good. But the green beans I have here, I get my serving spoon so I can stir them. I just did canned green beans, and I did like, when I say onions, I mean like a lot of onion. So I have like a half of a Vidalia onion in here, or sweet onion to a can of green beans. I'll probably add a little bit of, I should add a little bit of this turkey jelly to it. Turkey jelly. All right, it's got turkey jelly. Probably needs some pepper. You see my grinder's better now. Pepper. And then the only other thing I'm going to make is some stovetop stuffing. I'm making it easy tonight because I still have to write. Have music trivia every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and so I still have to write trivia for this week. Usually, I'm about done right now, and I have a list, at least a list compiled. Then I'm just doing my questions in the evening. But no, none of that happened. None of it happened. I've been editing some videos, and I got one down below 40 minutes, and I'm doing one now. It's still going to be just under like 30 minutes. All right. It's my stovetop stuff. Let's put this turkey up. So I'm done with it for tonight. So I'll fool with this tomorrow when I have more time. If I get my trivia written, I'll definitely be cleaning this puppy. This turkey. All right, be right back. All right. Now, I gotta tell you, I can't believe I went out to the orchard a little bit ago. I haven't walked out there since we had that 15-degree. We got down below 15 degrees. Y'all, I can't believe this. The blueberries are blossoming. What? What? They're gonna die. They're gonna die. A lot of the the trees have blossoms on them. They're all gonna die in freezes coming up, and I'm sure there will be freezes. I mean, we haven't even hit February yet. Yeah, I'm gonna say this winter has more false endings than a Who song. Yes, indeed. All right, I'm just gonna throw this stuffing together real quick. Little jars back. Okay. Chris is picking up groceries today. He's changed his diet. So he ordered, what did he do? He said, oh yeah, order Greek yogurt for me, a big tub, plain Greek yogurt. So I did. And then, so he gets that. And then he realized, oh, I go through about 3 of these a week. Goodness. So I had to do my order at a different day this week from Walmart. If you're listening, honey, thanks for picking up the groceries. I say this to everybody. A lot of people don't know. If you spend $35, you get free grocery pickup at Walmart. They will pick out your groceries and you just pick them up. The app is really simple. I use the app like a shopping list. Am I happy about having to use Walmart? No. But I started using them during COVID, and it's something that I'm just, it's made my life a lot easier. I don't have the temptations that I would if I went in and shopped myself. You know. Even though I'm primarily a perimeter shopper, I don't, vegetables, meats, dairy. It's kind of about my wheelhouse. We do coffee, oatmeal, crackers, canned goods in the pantry because you should. Speaking of which, especially for people in Georgia, there's a chance of snow Sunday, so that means bread and milk will be gone very quickly. But y'all check out FEMA.org site. They've always had a list of preparedness items that they advise people to have. And it doesn't matter if it's snow, hurricane, tornado, it's just certain things you should always have in your house and your car. So everybody here always complains. Everybody's selfish. They took all the milk. I always keep powdered milk in my house because sometimes I don't do my groceries right, or I'll make something that, say I want to make a chowder, then that uses a lot of milk. So then I'll always keep dried milk, and I like traveling with dried milk. So if I want extra coffee, I'll take instant coffee and dried milk. Also, sometimes the hotels don't give you enough, so I always have my own sweetener and all that stuff. And so I'm just using cheap now with the stuffing. That's a thing I'd buy. Something. I'll show you my pantry in a minute. You can see. You can see how bad I am. All right, this is gonna boil. We'll do that while we're waiting on the stuffing thing to boil. Show you my pantry. Here's my fruit basket. Man, I went through these oranges like crazy. I want one now. I'm craving citrus, but it's citrus season. So it's fresh. All right, let me show you my pantry. This is basically always what I stock in here. I have some instant coffee. I have 2 things of dry milk, maybe 3. I don't know what that is up there. I got instant mashed potatoes because, hey, they're instant sometimes. You gotta do that. I make Chris's cereal. So he has like a fruit cereal, and then on top he has like a vanilla, I don't know, cinnamon something that I made him with pecans. Oh, yeah, my husband's weakness, Neogiri ramen. That's his purchase. He sneaks those. I never even know he buys them. Then he's on a seed kick. Nuts. We do these fairly healthy Crunch Master tostadas. We always have tostadas. Always. Because these double as chips if you just want a quick snack. Late night, my husband likes cheese and then a lot of hot sauce. Coconut, just stuff that I use to, all this stuff pretty much, the stuff I use to make cereal. Nuts and fruits and dried fruits and stuff. And this is my dried goods. Actually, it's kind of looking sparse right now. Only 1 can of crushed tomato. Because I always made my own homemade tomato sauce, and crushed tomatoes are awesome for that. Learned that from an Italian. Just get crushed tomatoes. You don't have to simmer your sauce all day. Veggie, a lot of chickpeas. Oh, I like these lilies. If I have a chocolate fix, not the salted caramel, I didn't like them. But if I get a food chocolate fix, I go for these. Pineapple tidbits. I always keep these because I was telling Lulu, feel good cooking and more. I like pastor tacos, and sometimes I'll just throw this into some ground pork or beef or turkey, whatever, and I'll do Mexican seasonings. And I'll have a al pastor ground something. Beans. But I also have like 3 different kind of beans already prepared and frozen in my freezer. Sugar-free cherry. That's snack. That's a craving thing. Chris also snuck potato chips in. It's hard. He's trying to be good. He's one that does New Year's resolutions. This is all down here is condiments, salsa, peanut butter, more dried fruits, you know, popcorn, sugar-free syrup. And then down the bottom is tuna, chicken, and then bad. I tend to keep my bad stuff down at the bottom, so it's not a temptation so much. So I have my rice, my whole wheat pasta, and some elbow macaroni down there. But that's kind of like as processed as I get. I think probably the most processed stuff I have is the condiments kind of thing. So, and the crackers, tortillas, tostadas, the milk. I try to be good. It's hard to be good in this world, right? So many convenient items, you know. All right, now I'm going to dump this. Hello, recipe. I just got you on the counter there. I'm just going to dump this. Like I said, there's some cheap items I give myself permission to buy. And stuffing. I mean, stuffing. Gotta have stuffing. I know some people don't like it, but you know, sometimes I'll just add like also I'll bulk up my stuffing. I'm not doing that today because of time. And I'll just add extra onion, extra celery, extra carrots, all kinds of veggies into it to make it a little more healthy. But right now, like I said, I'm trying to not buy any groceries right now, or as little as possible. Chris is picking up about, what was that order? I ordered doubles of some stuff like toothpaste, which is expensive. I ordered mildew cleaner. That's expensive. But I think my grocery bill this week is under $100. So I'm just trying to go through what I have either in the garden or in the freezer or pantry or something because we just bought those garden beds. So I know I have a bill coming at the end of the month. So if I can really, I don't think I bought groceries last week. I think Chris just picked up a couple things. So yeah, we're just trying to be super, super tight right now. Ugh. So like I said, that those turkeys at 88 cents a pound. I mean, we get so many meals out of that. And then um the ham. Those are the best deals, I think. Because the ham I use for sandwiches, dinners, beans when I cook them. They're pretty versatile. So I like those. Good for breakfast, lunch, dinner. I see my fish is doing. Just hanging around. Let's see who said what. Oh, hello. Show that. We will show. All righty. Hey, Sam. Sorry I missed you. I bet Sam's already come and gone. Sam, the glove guy. Sam, I was talking about you a couple weeks ago, actually. So I was talking about gloves. So I'll always think of you, Sam. Any thumbs up are appreciated. Appreciate it. So I'm not going to stay on long. I was just showing a quick, easy dinner and cheap. Super cheap. Hey, Brook Trout. We're doing turkey tonight. I finished that turkey yesterday. Oh, I already put it up. But what I did, I just made some gravy and then I sliced some of the breast meat, threw it in here just to warm it up. And then I've got some green beans in the back and I just did a quick stovetop. Something quick and easy. So, but that's all I did tonight. I gotta carve that whole turkey up and get it frozen. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Because I think the turkey finished at like 7 or so last night. So or 6, maybe 7ish. I don't know. So by the time it cooled down, it took a long time to cool. It was 15-pounder. So put it in the fridge late last night after I made a sandwich. You know, editing is hard. I needed a sandwich. Oh, yum. Sounds good. That cold weather, everybody's looking for that comfort food. Oh, this is so funny. I was looking at myself in this and I was like, what is going on with my face? I'm not using any filters. I guess my face didn't really look any different. I took some pictures of myself the other day and I sent them to Chris because I'm doing a live interview with The Source on the 24th of January. So if you've never checked out The Source's channel, check him out. He's a content provider. He does a lot of boosting and introductions of channels. He talks about how to grow your channel and a lot of positive things on, just coming into 2026 and, he's also doing small talks on certain things and certain skills to pick up. So that'll be fun. Looking forward to that. But I took a bunch of photos for that interview. He had asked for some. I didn't have any headshots. So I took a bunch of photos and sent them to Chris to review. Like, pick out your favorite. Oh, I didn't say pick out your favorite. What I did is I sent him like 3 photos and I said, which one is your favorite? And he said, having fun with face filter, I see. I was like, I didn't use face filter on any of that. I'm really that gorgeous. Poor Chris, he just got so quiet. He didn't know what to say. He stuck his foot in his mouth. That poor boy. Oh gosh. That's so funny. It's a good thing we've been married 30 years. He's still alive to tell the tale. Oh gosh. No, we have our 28th anniversary coming up in May. We just joked that we've been married 30 years. We've been joking that we've been married 30 years since we got married. So when we hit 30 years, we're going to be like, oh gosh, it's like we've been married 50 years. I guess it's going to be the new saying. So, but maybe all that positivity of joking that we've been married 30 years helped us to be married 30 years. I have no idea. Mm. Hey, brook trout, can you believe I went outside, right, to the orchard? Because I needed a walk. I needed to get out of the house and get some exercise. So do a loop around the house, around the property. And I get out there and the dang blueberries are blooming. Can you believe it? So I'm not worried. They'll be 36 in August. Yeah, right? Crazy dang weather. I don't know. We had a lot of rain come in, chance of snow Sunday. So if we get snow, it's probably just going to be a dusting. But, it's Georgia. You never know. Last time they said it'd be a dusting, there were all kinds of cars. I stayed up all night on next door because there were guys with like wrecker trucks and four-wheel drives that were rescuing people out of ditches and getting them someplace to get warm, at least picking them up off the street where they were stranded. So I don't know. It was a mess. But why people were out and about in the snow, it's crazy. Uh, Gosh, that sucks. Yeah, chickens will eat everything. That's what they use them. If you ever watch Justin Rhodes, he uses them for clearing the land before he plants. He uses them to clear the land and fertilize, and then he plants his stuff because they're so good at that. So good at it. And I only considered getting chickens on this property for that purpose. But um, I have Bermuda grass, so you can't do too much with Bermuda grass. It's a pain. I have to be careful. That's why I like the silage tarp and covering everything. Because if I do, it's not going to have any light to grow up. But I only found out I had all that grass in there, that Bermuda grass, when we had like 6 tons of wood chips brought in to lay down and do a deep bed mulch, and then all the zoysia grew up like crazy. It was really wild. I'll be interesting to see what happens over on Oakie's Eden. He has that lasagna garden, but he's got that uh he's got that zoysia grass. He has that grass that browns in the winter. So he's probably going to have very lush zoysia grass or Bermuda, whatever he has. come spring. I have 8 bushes currently. I need to get some more in. Actually, they have put up new bushes. I need to just transplant those, break them off. Oh, yeah. So have you thought about putting them in a, you thought about making one of those little, what are they, tunnels they call them for the chickens? They have the chicken wire and they have a tunnel run that they can go through and move around. It'd be really cool if you could do, like, I think it would be cool if they made modular chicken channels where you could take them apart and easily take them apart, like snap on, snap off. That's an invention no one's made that needs to do it ASAP or when the tariffs are gone. Depends on if they'd get tariffed or not. But yeah, I think if somebody invented a modular system for chicken tunnels, that'd be cool because you could like have them go in between your rows of plants and fertilize and weed, and then you could move it to the next row and just do a whole modular system that you could change up all the time, depending on where you wanted worked and what you wanted fertilized. This is my $1 million idea, y'all. Get on it, Brooke. Get on it. So, all right. I guess I gotta go stir my green beans. Chris will be here, so I need to. Yeah, I don't think he sanitized the cabinets yesterday since I had turkey. I know he washed them down, but I don't think he sanitized them, so I'm gonna go sanitize that before he brings the groceries home. Like I said, it isn't a lot because I'm trying to not order too much but necessities. I'm not stocking up on anything because I don't need anything. But if the power goes out because of a snowstorm, I'm kind of screwed. I'll be cooking a lot of meat for my neighbors. Oh, there you go. They also have a hat cam. Somebody sells one. I saw there's a content creator called Mouse Toes. She does a lot of meat canning and stuff, demonstrations and a lot of canning stuff, but she got a hat cam for her fishing videos. Where is she? I think she's in like South Carolina or something. Yeah, yeah. That'll make it easy. That'll make it easy to patent stuff for sure. Not like the old days. That's the other thing I like looking at, Brooke. Can you believe me? I'm such a weirdo. I like Googling patent applications, like, or just reading a list of patents that were given out in like the 1800s. Oh, that was fun. I had a great time, Brooke Trout. I still can't wait to try that recipe. I think I have some stew meat too, so that'd be perfect. Although I wasn't going to buy potatoes, I could probably buy some potatoes. And uh, I have like 5 more carrots that are ready to harvest. I was going to harvest them tonight and decided not to. But if I make your stew recipe, that would be perfect for that stew to use those carrots on. That's a recipe that, deserves the best of the best. Now, if only I could learn how to grow rutabaga. I tried the kohlrabi, but it didn't come up, or it's barely coming up, or maybe it'll come up in the spring. Who knows? Yeah, Lulu and I were talking about it afterwards. We all had a good time. It was fun, and I know she and her husband, like, chowed down on that stew. Yep. Alright, well, let me go. I need to get a few things done before Chris gets home. It's 5:40. I think he left early today to go get groceries. So, anyway, talk to y'all later. Love y'all very much. Thanks for stopping by. Let me know if you make a turkey. I'm always in the mood for turkey, man. Let me tell you that the turkey sandwich was really good too. I love that. But y'all take care. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you all very, very much. And I will talk to you later. Bye.